Yo, we are back with another video. Finally, after a couple days, but I'm making this video because Full Gear, AEW Full Gear 2021 is this Saturday. And, I always do usually previews. And since I don't do WWE anymore, really, I always do AEW for the most part. And, this pay-per-view is supposed to be, it is looking pretty good, really great, really stacked, man. Pretty much most of the card is looking fantastic, pay-per-view quality card, that you would, if you supported AEW, you'd go out of your way and spend like $50, like, that shit would be worth it. AEW pay-per-views are usually worth it, but, without further ado, let's get into it. There are 8 matches on the card. I think they'll add one more, but as of right now, as it stands, there's only 8. I think they'll add a 9th one, maybe 10 to make it even, but I doubt it. But I think they'll add at least one more. And that will probably be, since it was the Battle Royal last time, maybe they'll do a men's casino Battle Royal. And if not, a men's ladder, but they already did the ladder. So maybe the men's casino, but Battle Royal. But as of right now, that's where it stands. I'm going to lead off, and then I'm going to end off with Kenny versus Hangman. I'm going to lead off with Dr. Britt Baker versus Tay Conti. So, guys, I think this is pretty obvious. This is one of the more obvious matches on the card, but, it is what it is. Dr. Britt Baker versus Tay Conti for the AEW Women's title. This is pretty obvious. Britt Baker is. I'm going with Britt Baker. I think it's obvious. She should win. No way Tay Conti's winning. Even if you're a Tay Conti fan, I doubt it. Like, it's still, we're in the era of D.M.D, era of Britt Baker. The only I think. It may be like this until we get up to Britt Baker versus Thunder Rosa, and I think we might get that at Revolution. So whenever that match is, or that feud is announced, that's when Thunder Rosa takes the title off of Britt Baker. I don't see anyone else taking the title off of Britt Baker. So look for Thunder Rosa. Yeah, I think it's that. Next match on the card, Bryan Danielson versus Miro. This is the finals for the AEW World Championship Eliminator tournament. Miro was a sub for John Moxley, because it was announced John Moxley was entering alcohol rehab. And again, I want to send my prayers and big ups to John Moxley. I'm proud of you, bro. You're doing your thing. I hope you feel better. And apparently Tony Khan said John Moxley's doing better, so that's good to hear. But yeah, so we were supposed to get most likely Bryan Danielson versus John Moxley, with John Moxley turning heel, but now, which would have been a really great pay-per-view match. But now we're getting Bryan Danielson versus Miro. This is a great secondary backup choice, Plan B choice. Miro is on the top of his game right now. Bryan's on the top of his game right now, and Miro with the gimmick work, Bryan with the in-ring work. It should be a phenomenal match. Miro's looking great. I'm going to still go with Miro. Hangman versus Bryan Danielson. That'll be a great match whenever it happens. But I think it'll be Hangman Page versus Miro for the AEW Women's World title. And I pretty much gave it away who I think for Kenny Omega versus Hangman. But, that was pretty obvious to you guys as well. But I still believe in traditional heels and baby faces, and that's usually how it works. Look at this card. It's usually baby faces versus heels. So I'm going with Hangman, the baby face, versus Miro, the heel. That'll be that, So yeah, I'm sorry, Bryan. That'll be Bryan's first singles loss, if anything, but yeah. Then we got the card that, the match that people they're probably not going to care about. The Inner Circle versus Men of the Year, Ethan Page, Scorpio Sky, Junior Dos Santos, Andrei, Arlovski, and Dan Lambert. Dan Lambert was there deliberately to fuck with him and shit. He's like the weakest link. For this match, Men of the Year have been put over most of this feud, so I think that the Inner Circle are going to be victorious. They will pull out the W, and yeah, I mean, they'll have their triumphant win at Full Gear, so there you go. I'm going with Inner Circle. Lucha Brothers versus FTR. Guys, another top-notch tag team match. I mean, if you're looking at a pay-per-view quality match in the tag team division, this is it. You're looking at it. Pay-per-view quality match. And I'm going back to the Britt Baker stuff and Tay Conti. I mean, AEW, they don't have a lot of women's main eventer, like pay-per-view worthy. Like Thunder Rosa would be one, but maybe they could get like an Ember Moon or a Taya Valkyrie and shit, and then they could, have there. But anyways, but for FTR, Lucha Bros, I'm gonna go with Lucha Bros. I think it's too early for Lucha Bros to lose the titles. FTR already won up on them or whatever. Yeah, I don't think Lucha Bros are losing the title. So Lucha Bros getting the W. Okay, Darby Allin versus MJF. Guys, this feud has been fun, amazing. And now the in-ring match should be great. MJF is underrated in the ring. Darby's Darby. He does his thing. He's great. So I am going with Darby Allin, though, and I'll tell you why. So 2 years ago, on the first AEW pay-per-view, after Dynamite started, Full Gear, it was MJF in Cody Rhodes' corner, and he turned on Cody at Full Gear. Moving forward, 2 years later, they kind of planted the seeds for Wardlow turning on MJF or them splitting up, right? So I think that we're gonna circle back, and MJF is gonna get turned on at Full Gear. Wardlow is gonna, turn on him, and it'll be, he'll cost MJF the match, and then we'll get a feud, and then I don't know where that goes, but that's what I think is going to happen. I'm going with Darby Allin anyways, even if if MJF doesn't go off, if Wardlow doesn't turn on MJF. MJF is one of the most protected guys in AEW. He'll be fine regardless. He barely ever loses, so especially in singles matches. So, yeah, so I'm going with Darby Allin. Great match, this and that. And I think Darby Allin needs a win a little bit. So yeah, there you go. CM Punk versus Eddie Kingston, guys. So great one segment. I'm sure we'll get more build this Wednesday, this Friday. Great work. They went a friend of mine on Twitter, they did a little thread. They said that, this is a little bit of John Cena CM Punk feud, but CM Punk is now John Cena and Eddie Kingston is CM Punk. I think it's almost obvious maybe CM Punk beats Eddie Kingston. I'd be very surprised Eddie Kingston wins, but I mean, who knows? But I'm going with CM Punk. Tony Khan said that he's building up on CM Punk's wins and shit, and he's not, he could do all the bangers he wants, he could put out all the matches and shit, but he wants to slowly integrate CM Punk into AEW. So they're building up from bottom to the top. So CM Punk, I think, wins there. Christian Cage and Jurassic Express versus the Super Clique, Adam Cole and the Young Bucks. Guys, I think the Jurassic Express and Christian Cage, I think they pick up a W. I think they need one. And, the Super Clique have dominated the feud. So, I don't think this will hurt them. This will be Adam Cole's first loss in AEW, but this is a tag match. So he'd still be undefeated in singles action if he's not. But which I think he is. But yeah, I think he'll take a loss after all this. This is a Falls Count Anywhere match. This match is going to bang. I mean, all these matches are going to be great. And last but not least, the main event, Kenny Omega versus Hangman Page, AEW World title. I think this is pretty obvious, and even if it's obvious, it's something that should happen. Hangman Page, new AEW champion. Hangman Page pins Kenny Omega. Simple as that, guys. I don't think that needs to be explained anymore. Hangman celebrates this and that. And then especially his hometown this Wednesday. Next Wednesday. It's in his hometown, so. And he gets the world title, so. That'll be... I don't think that was a coincidence. I think that was purposely deliberate. So I think Hangman wins. I'd be very shocked if Kenny Omega wins. Kenny Omega is very banged up, so he'll get a break or something, but we'll see, man. We'll see. But yeah, man, I haven't been posting much, really, guys. I need new content, so you guys give me ideas and stuff like that, because I don't know what to really post. So, yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed what we saw in this video. If you did, please leave a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe if you're new, turn the notification bell on. And, let's get ready for Full Gear, guys. It's going to be a great pay-per-view. We're going to love it. I'm going to love it. You guys are going to love it. It's going to be great, man. It's going to be a fun fucking time, man. It's that time of year again, boys. So, I'll see you guys for the next one. Later.